Play the instrument. You just dang, dang. Theme for the weekend, man. I'm telling you. Munati Mpulaye. All right. Welcome back. You're still watching TrendingSA at SABC3. Remember, you can keep tagging us, and all you have to do is log onto your Facebook or your Twitter and make sure that you find us. The hashtag is TsAON3, and of course at SABC3. Now, it's time for tonight's guest. I am CM on this Monday, and tonight is one of South Africa's most prominent stand-up comedians. He got his break a few years ago in the infamously pirated stand-up comedy DVD called Strictly Vernac. Listen, I won't lie, I saw this thing on my laptop as well, so look, it was pirated heavy. I didn't pirate, it was given to me.
Was it funny?
And of course, he has performed in many other places. But listen, he's not just a comedian.
Of course, wait, where's the coin drop?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sure.
What I'm trying to get at is just get to the point.
I'm getting there. Jeez, can you give me a break? He's also a rapper and actor, presenter. And of course, he's appeared on many television shows and is a stand-up comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome, and of course, the ever so wonderful Pule Welch.
I hope it's the last time.
Brother?
So guys, very good to see you. We haven't seen you in ages. The last time that who characters unjani and uvelapi.
I can't complain. I'm not really busy at the moment. I'm just at home.
You're just at home? But why have you been so scarce? Where have you been?
I just stay in the house. Sometimes I go to the shop, buy bread. Wasting time, you know. Yeah, because, and something, I'm sure like nothing's happening in my life, but something could happen at some stage. But I wouldn't say I'm really looking forward to that.
Right now?
Oh, but okay, something did happen recently. I came back from a very nice trip recently.
Yeah.
I just decided to go, and like whatever method I managed to get there, and it was just
Where did you go?
It was around this area actually, not far.
Rivonia.
Yeah, but in the future.
In the future?
Yeah.
So wait.
Okay.
Yeah, have you been to the future?
No. You're the only person here.
Guys, you must go to the future.
So, okay, tell us about
the future. Is nice. The future is nice. Guys, I would really advise any South African, you know, if you're thinking of going on holiday or something, you know, save your money, go to the future.
Okay.
And you don't need a visa to go there. It's free, mahala. You go to the future. You just go. You just decide I'm going, and there's no border.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no customs.
I like that. There's no borders, there's no customs.
No, you don't have to do any of those things. There's no customs, there's no border, because in the future there's no borders. Like here in South Africa, we're divided by borders that are created by, you know, the colonial system created borders and the provinces and these things.
Yeah.
But there in the future, they don't have those things. You just go.
So tell us about this future. What is there? Are things the same? Do the areas? What's going on?
I had a culture shock, because things are not the same. You know, there was that picture that was shown on here. You know, this is how they usually draw a map in the future. They always put the south at the top.
Wow.
Because the thing is, you don't have to put the south at the bottom, because it's still south. But we're in the south. Why don't we put ourselves at the top? Why were we putting ourselves at the bottom? That's what they were explaining to me. My mind was blown. I couldn't believe it. And you know, South Africans don't necessarily travel a lot because of history of apartheid and stuff. Borders were closed. You know, sometimes you go outside, you're in exile, you can't come back. You understand? So you know, that used to happen. So South Africans are not used to traveling, but there were those who used to travel, like Yamazu Kamela. Steve Biko. That guy used to go back and forth in the future. Wow. And he used to come and tell people what's happening in the future.
So wait, he's in the future as well?
He was on the show earlier, actually.
Is it?
A clip of him.
Yeah, well, you're saying that to me, and like now in South Africa, that seems like crazy because the person is dead. But in the future, they are more closer to Iznyanya, Amadozi, Amatongo. They're more closer to those things. So actually, I'm starting to like believe that.
Can I ask you something? Not somebody. Who's that somebody rather that introduced you to the world of the future?
You're not
so if you don't,
you're not gonna believe it if I tell you.
I want to.
Because I went there just for a span, you know, 10 days in Yana, kilo span there in the future and come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the thing is, I went there and I was going to do something with someone there. I didn't know the person, and I realized I got there and I saw that person and I said, "This is Brenda Fassie."
Wow. Pule, tell us something. Were you going to the future to go Jola? Is that what was going on?
I was going to Jola, Brenda
I knew
Fassie.
it. Yeah.
Because the thing is, I don't know if I can, this is a live TV show, so maybe it's not going to be recorded, so it's fine. This is confidential information.
Okay.
Brenda Fassie didn't die. She just went to exile in the future because she was too advanced.
She was too advanced.
Is she happier there?
She loves it because she does whatever she likes. The thing is, in the future, I felt so free there. When I got there, they asked me, then I told them Pule, and then I told them Ispongo Sam. And then they hit me with Itakazelo Sam. But, Pule, and I was amazed. I was like, damn, how do you know that? Because you guys don't know that. That's true. That's Itakazelo Sam.
Yeah.
But people don't necessarily know that.
Yeah.
But in the future, they knew that. I felt so affirmed. I told the guy there, I was like, I want to buy some land here. I want to live here.
So we buy land in the future as well.
This is what the guy told me. Mfana uyahlanya. Ufuna ukuthenga umhlaba la. Uyisinayi son. And then I realized that they don't do that in the future.
Okay.
They don't buy land.
No one owns land in the future.
All right, I like this
Belongs to
future.
anyone.
It's like now land is a topical issue here. It's
Yeah.
something very important. The future, right now, and in the future, land, no one buys land. And the guy explained it to me with such a nice way. And I was amazed. He said to me, the land is what nourishes you. Your food, your water comes from the land. Your body, dust to dust, you are the land. You come from that. The land is your mother. How can you own your mother? That's what the guy said to me. I was amazed. How can you own your mother?
So because our mothers nurture us,
Yes, exactly.
so does the land.
And they call it uchobela. The land, they call it uchobela. There's no English in the future.
Okay.
There's a lot.
no
There's
English?
more Changan in the future. Yeah, but in the future there's no English. And but uchobela, ne?
Okay.
Uchobela no tiko ilanga, and uchobela umhlaba. The child of utiko no chobela uqamacha. You see. So uchobela is your mother. And then this guy even schooled me on like our history in South Africa. He was like, but Nina. Because you guys, some guy came from Europe and came here and said, your mother is mine. I own your mother. Can you imagine someone saying, I own your mother? You would be angry. You would be like, I want to kill this person.
Yeah.
There would be nothing wrong with that.
So tell me something. So you've got this idea, and we all have this idea as we sit here, because we haven't been to the future, right? We're just mere human beings that just live here on normal present-day Earth. So when we think of what an idealistic, futuristic Africa is, we have our own ideas. So what's the difference in that Africa of the future versus what we think?
I'm not an expert of the future. As I say, I just went there for a span. I didn't really learn too much, but I went.
10-day visa, ne?
Yeah, I was there. The thing is, there's no visa.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, you just decide to go there, at the time. And a lot of people have decided to go there.
How do we do it?
But
Because
can I
we
ask you,
sound-
Pule,
yeah.
sorry, what, is there schooling? Is there education? How do people learn
That's the
languages?
thing. I
How
didn't
do
see
people?
a school there.
You didn't see a school.
I don't think they have school there.
So then, how do people
Ufunde
learn?
emzini.
Okay.
Ufunde emzini. Like you are taught by elders. You don't go to school because remember that school is something brought by colonialists. The missionaries brought a schooling system, and even today, like for example, one in Ngoyanja.
Yeah.
You see here, this
Can
is.
you ask them to bring that other picture up that has the symbols?
Yeah, come with that. Come with that, the map.
Thank you.
You see, so these are like African writing systems, right?
Okay.
Because it's not alphabet. So alphabet is the one that comes from Islungu. With Ama missionaries, they came with that. And that's the one we siyafunde scale. So these are indigenous writing systems. These are made by Africans for African language.
Ithini lo nxibileyo?
Yazi kubhalweni la ezomdabu. So these things are old, but Tina, we're sleeping on them. In the future, they write like this. They're on this. They don't write with alphabets. They're writing like this, and this one is. They say it's more appropriate for Islam Zesimpu, because Agnes Lunguda and Abeko Abelunguda.
Oh, where now?
Next.
Really? Musa,
Yeah.
you see, it's because
I see what you mean.
Yeah, no, but you must understand that there's different. Obviously, honale yellow bone le dagdindi,
okay.
but not lekhoa. You see,
Yes,
because
yes.
lekhoa for bona
It's
that
a
doesn't
system.
exist.
Exactly.
Because these things, they explained to me very nicely that these things came in. So that metaphor of umama is umhlaba uchobela. Yeah. Then they were like, okay, so this orphan kid came and decided, I own your mother, right? But then what did you do? You adopted the ways of that orphan kid and then started to say, Mama, I own you.
Sure.
You didn't respect. So then they were like, why are you guys doing this? You're stupid, really.
Yeah.
Why Nenza so? Yeah, and then they were like, no, but what this person is supposed to do is respect the mother and respect the elder sibling. Because you are the elder sibling.
I want to speak about that respect, and language becomes a big part of that respect because you just, demonstrated to us how important is that. What's your take on white people who still don't speak South African indigenous languages?
Yeah, but the thing is, in the future, that question would be just ridiculous.
Okay.
Because as I say, abe kabelu.
That's like even the way they greeted you.
Exactly, they greeted me with such a respectful tone and they used my things. They called me, mbanga amavovo umkhize. Because bayangazi ukuthi ngwabamkhize, mbanga amavovo wakanjana, kamthimkhulu, kanotshelwa, kambanga. They knew those things. Like you guys didn't know those things. It's not like I tell those things to everyone.
Yeah.
Because in Dabugayam, I'm like, it's some private matter. I don't necessarily have to, but they know those things in the future.
Yeah.
And this is what they explained. They were like, even you guys back in the day, in like the 1700s, you used to have people that came from other countries, and then they used to be incorporated in a scene too, like Uquma. And if you research Uquma, who was in Ndlovukazi Yamachomani, Amampondro, she became Umuntu, having a light skin, a blue eyes, long hair. She stopped being Lekoa and became Moto.
Well, listen, I think there are lots of discussions that we can have. Very insightful trip to the future, and I think we all need to go on this trip.
What
I
is
really advise it, guys, and it's free. You just go there. It's just, you don't know when you get there because akunama border
Uvele ufike nje.
uvela ufike and you're like, wow, and things are different there.
Well, there you have it. So, thank you so much, Pule, for coming
Yes!
and joining us. Thank you. Loved it. Taking us on a trip to the future, and of course, from the ad break, we're going to have WhatsApp on WhatsApp.
You called me a duck, didn't you?